fight, maybe moving to welterweight, doing some different things. I know you're focused solely on Frankie right now, but did that fight change your perspective as far as, do you feel like there's still a lot left to accomplish at lightweight, or is it just kind of wait and see after this fight?
I think there's definitely wait and see till after this fight, but there's always much to accomplish anywhere. Even if you do clean out the division and you go to the welterweight for a little while, there's going to be another new Frankie, and there's going to be all these guys. They're always going to be popping up. You can't keep these guys down. They're too strong.
Okay. And a quick question for Frankie. Frankie, immediate rematches are tough because, when you beat a guy, it's hard to beat him twice, especially twice in a row. We've seen in the UFC in the past, guys coming off, immediate rematches have lost. So does that change your view on this fight? Does it make it a tougher fight for you?
And for the interruption, everyone, I do apologize, but Frankie's line has disconnected, and we'll get him reconnected here just shortly.
Okay, thank you. Jamie, do you want to come back to that question and move on to the next?
Yes, we can do that. And we'll go next to Darnell Mason with MMA Hawaii.
Hey, aloha, BJ. Aloha. I was just wondering if you could list some of the training partners that you brought in this time for camp. Who'd you bring out?
We actually didn't have that many different training partners down. We had Viviano and of course Robert Emerson's always with us, and then Antonio Banuelos came down to help us out, and had a bunch of little boxer wrestler type guys come in, but I really didn't go around and train too much different places because I'm still trying to master the moves I know. I can't even do all the moves I know, and I don't need to be mixing it in with a bunch of other moves.
Cool. And thank you very much, DJ. And whatever you do after fighting, Hawaii's got your back.
Thank you.
Pardon me, everyone. Just let you know Frankie has rejoined, and we'll take our next question from Josh Nason with BleacherReport.com.
Hey guys, I'll start with BJ. BJ, are you doing any adjustments in your training for the time difference in terms of you're likely to be fighting probably around midnight East Coast time? Do you do any different training or different methods for that?
Well, actually, I'm in California right now, so that was one of my plans was to get a little closer on the time zone. So we're just a 3-hour difference, and then we head out Saturday to Boston. So hopefully we can acclimate in a week to the 3-hour difference. And as far as that goes, I'm good with the time zones. I think my body knows that when it's time to fight, it's going to wake up and defend itself.
Right. So there wasn't anything during in the fight in Philly, for example, UFC 101. Did you learn anything from that body-wise in terms of fighting at night and things like that? Nothing different?
Yeah, nothing. I really used to concentrate on that stuff back in the day, but now I kind of I trust my body. I trust it's going to go on autopilot and it's going to do the right thing for me.
Gotcha. Same thing for Frankie. Frankie, time zone-wise, obviously you're an East Coast guy. You do need different type of training later at night to accustom for fighting a little bit later?
Yeah, I just try to stay up a little bit later. This week, next week, I'll train a little bit later, but I live over on the side, so it's not a big difference for me.
Okay, and really the biggest question you're going to get today, Frankie, you're a New Jersey guy, you're fighting in Boston. I think the people want to know, are you a Yankees fan? Or if so, are you going to be still a Yankees fan on Saturday night?
I'm a Yankee fan. I am a Yankee fan. That might cost me some fans right now, but yeah, I'm a Yankee fan.
So if BJ wears a Boston Red Sox hat out to the cage, you might get a little bit more fan cheers, huh?
Yeah, he might, yeah, sure.
All right, thanks, guys.
And we'll take our next question from Dallas Winston with Fighters Only.
Hey, guys, thanks for having me on. I'd like to ask BJ first because you might have just answered this, so I'll understand if you just don't think it was important, but the point of octagon control came up a lot from your last fight. You were definitely moving straight forward more, but a lot of people were saying Frankie was a bit more selective. Do you have an opinion on, I guess, how either of you did or performed in octagon control in your last fight?
I would have to say, Frankie was more all around the ring. So, I would have to say that, he had octagon control. I guess maybe I was walking forward, but I just, it's just hard for me to even talk about that fight because I just feel like I could have did so much better in so much different ways. But honestly, I don't even know what octagon control means.
Gotcha. I understand. Thanks for the honesty. Frankie, same question, except I'd just like to add, I'm curious if, you're very selective and in-and-out movement was a big part of your game plan going in, and also do you feel it was successful in the first fight?
Yeah, same thing. Octagon control, I'm not really exactly clear on exactly what that means. Yeah, and in and out, that's kind of how I fight, man. That's try to use my tools that I'm good at, and, it seems to work.
Gotcha. Thank you both.
Thank you.
And as a reminder, if you'd like to ask a question at this time, it is *1 on your touch-tone telephone, *1 to signal. And we'll take our next question from Dave Diebert with Post Media News.
Hi, thanks again. Just a quick one for Frankie. How much higher is your confidence at this point? You touched a little bit on that earlier, but maybe you go into that first one thinking that you can beat BJ. Now you've shown that you can. Is your confidence at a different level?
Yeah, I think naturally, just throughout my experiences with the sport and the opponents I faced, my confidence has grown, more and more. You fight a guy like BJ and you come on the winning end. That's only going to do great things for your confidence, but it also could hurt you in the same aspect. So I'm trying to keep grounded, but knowing that, I have the ability to go in there and compete at that level has definitely helped my confidence.
Was there ever any doubt? I guess you always want to go in thinking you can do it, but was there any point during the match or before the match where you maybe questioned, am I ready for this? Can I do this? Can I beat someone that you yourself call a legend?
I think every fighter has doubts. I mean, it's just what sets you apart is how you face them and what you do to combat those doubts. By the time I get to the cage, all those doubts are gone.
All right, last one for you. You're not too far from Jersey. What kind of crowd response are you going to get? You're going to have more friends, more family than usual out for this one?
Yeah, absolutely. It's only a 4-hour drive, so I should have at least 150 people, friends and family from my town up there supporting me. So it should be nice.
Okay. All right. Thanks again, Frankie, and thanks again, BJ.
Absolutely.
And we'll take our next question from Elliot Olshansky, UltimateFighter.com.
Good afternoon, everyone. First question for BJ. Obviously, you're focused on your own fight, but I was just wondering what your thoughts on having four of the guys from the season you coached on The Ultimate Fighter, including 3 guys who were on your team, also on the card, and Graham Maynard and Joe Lozon and Gabe Rudiger.
Yeah, that's just amazing. It's amazing to have the guys on the team have stuck around that long. And look, Graham Maynard's up for a title shot pretty soon. Joe Lozon, he's still doing his thing, and Gabe Rudiger is coming back to do his thing. That's awesome, and I'm just glad to be everything that I've been involved with the UFC. I'm just happy, man. I've lived a good life.
And when Greg got started with you as one of your training partners, did you ever think that you'd be in a situation where you'd be fighting for the title at the same time as he's fighting to become the #1 contender?
Yeah, you never know what this sport holds. You never know what's going to happen. I never thought that me and Frankie Edgar would be fighting one day, especially rematching after he took my title, so, everything is just out in the open. Nothing surprises me anymore, and, I just take it as it comes.
And for Frankie, obviously you're focused on your title defense against BJ, but in the back of your mind, are you hoping for a situation where your next title defense would be against Graham Maynard and have a chance to avenge the one loss that's on your record?
Such a long time ago. I think everybody wanted a chance to, to redo it wrong.